The Bear has been out for a few years now. It just premiered its 3rd season. Ashli and I have finished season 2 and we felt compelled to talk about it, coming fresh out of the food industry ourselves. Ashli being a bartender in a Michelin star restaurant. I too just came out of the fine dining world as a waiter. We were both in this environment, working alongside these people like in the show. So we definitely have things to praise about the show for its insights into this crazy industry, but also we want to talk about how sometimes it sacrifices the truth of what is the industry for drama that's necessary in the TV show. And let's talk about the script. I thought there was aspects to it which are really, really strong.
There was a lot of conversation between characters that we felt were very true to life. Like for example, the episode with Marcus, it felt like one of those conversations you would actually have when you're working in the restaurant industry with another employee.
So how long you been a cook? About 1.5 years.
Yeah, those quiet conversations were nice to have because they were more intimate. But against that, the show has a lot of high frequency and argumentative moments.
Made you pompous and delusional and a fucking gay rock.
The show gets a lot of praise for those high octane dialogue sequences. And I do like that part of the show too, but that's when you're getting really quippy, sarcastic, forced dialogue, which I don't think works that well for the show.
Specifically Sydney's dialogue.
Here, but yeah, it was just about earlier. If you know, you're talking about the new Sue.
She has a lot of hesitation and stuttering, and it got super frustrating when she beats around the bush trying to talk to Carm, or when she's expoing too.
Thank you. Okay.
So how many cannolis all day, chef?
I see an order coming in for 6. And 6 and 6.
It's just funny that the two who should be the two most responsible people are completely out of control.
Hey, Carm, are you okay?
Yo, Carm, can you hear me?
Are you okay?
No!
Right. Okay.
If they were that responsible with their roles, they would not be wasting that kind of time, because like in that other restaurant, every second counts. Them wasting time with, saying sorry to each other and being nice, that doesn't actually happen.
Yeah.
You actually get told to f off so many times, and you have to really not take it so personal during those hours.
After the heat and everything, you just accept that this is necessary toxicity of this environment because it's a world of perfection. But then we're all there, at least you hope that everyone's there with the like mind, especially at this caliber restaurant. People know what to expect.
Obviously, she is the main character of the show, next to Carmi, and her role is meant to be the young, motivated and inspired chef navigating her way up to this major role, but we just want to see her pull it together a little bit.
Holy fuck! Motherfucker! Yo, we have a customer.
But then Richie, on the other hand, is super entertaining as a character, and you go from completely dreading him to loving him. He ends up taking his strengths that he had inherently, his charisma around people, and he finds his purpose stepping up to take control over Carm and Sydney even. So his arc has just been super fantastic and fulfilling. And
very similar to a character we know in real life.
We definitely know someone like that in the best of ways, just super charismatic.
In the best of ways.
There's a great kind of a Christmas special episode where it's a look into the past. You're stuck in this house with this dysfunctional family and all the drama ensues. And it kind of is self-contained.
That's the great thing about TV shows, is you could do an episode like that to throw it in there as to what it is like as a backstory.
Yeah. They had a couple throwaway episodes. I am already not a huge fan of montage sequences. I think it takes away from the necessary time it takes and the reality of how tedious it is to get things done. So Sydney has that episode where she's just eating so much in a day. It's like a music video, you said.
So what are you looking forward to in watching season 3, because we have yet to see it?
I would like to see more dynamic between the front of house and back of house in a negative sense, because there's a lot of tension there. Is Carm gonna mess this up with Claire? That's
it seems like
that's the drama, but it's interesting when he kind of has that moment of realization and she happens to overhear that he doesn't need to be pleasured, or he lives for that chaos and that dedication, and it's almost like he really cuts off his own self just to function as a tool.
I don't need to provide amusement or enjoyment. I don't need to receive any amusement or enjoyment.
You know, he is one of those people who solely is dedicated to this goal.
Which is true to a lot of characters in the restaurant industry, I would say. A lot of people sacrifice their life for this job.
Well, it was really fun talking about the bear. It's really cool to occasionally come across something which you actually have such a connection to.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
And maybe stay tuned if we have more to say after season 3. You're awesome!